Laurel. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to, continue to try to catch up. I am shocked at how many releases came out this week. Monday I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I took Monday off because there were only like a few comebacks, and now it feels like the rest of the week exploded. So I'm trying my best to catch up. This is AB6IX's Endless the Special video. Our story is endless. I can't wait to see what this is about. Let's get started. This is gonna be a cry song for me, I feel like. I always love these kind of videos. Ooh, from the beginning, the harmony. Pretty. Woo!
서로의 눈빛 현실이라고 믿기 힘들었지 우리가 물든 색도 진하게 퍼져가 대화는 말보다 휘파람 비록 지금 멀어져도 we never break up 항상 품 안에 새겨줘 I'm forever yours 순간이 지나도 I think about you every day 나만 원해 only
Oh, nice little pause there. Oh, so no pre-chorus this time.
사라지지 않을 약기처럼 빛이 나는 걸 All I need is you 우리가 지나온 계절에 숨겨놓은 기적들이 언젠가 우리의 만남의 지도가 되어주길 끝없이 흐르는 순간이 이제 Our story is endless 끝이 아닌 또 다른 세상 우리가 좀 더 늦게 만났다면 이 시간만큼 끝이 더 늦어졌을까 후회 없이 사랑했고 앞으로도 달라지지 않을 거야 난 그거는 약속했어 Endless 끝없이 펼쳐진 또 세게 널 꼭 안을래 함께 걷던 그 거리도 너를 위한 이 노래도 전부 그대로인 채로 있을 거야 우리의 timeline All I need is you 우리가 지나온 계절에 숨겨놓은 기적들이 언젠가 우리의 만남의 지도가 되어주길 끝없이 흐르는 순간이 이제 my story is endless 끝이 아닌 또 다른 시작
So. Oh. That was so sweet. So, from my understanding, you guys have to correct me if I'm wrong. AB6, they're going to take a little pause on group activities while they do some other stuff. Obviously, some of the members need to go in the military service and everything like that. So, they're kind of taking a break with that. Yeah, so I'm kind of just looking at, yeah. So I hope that eventually they will come back together, and they're just kind of taking this time to kind of explore other things that they want to do, because they are such an amazing group, and I really think that, like, I don't know, throughout their entire career, they have had like such amazing pieces. I want to start this again. This song was so incredibly good. I really, really enjoyed it. And I know this is kind of a farewell like song. It isn't and isn't, because from my understanding, they're taking kind of a pause from group activities. You guys have to correct me if I'm wrong. So to kind of explore everything else they're gonna do, obviously they're gonna have to do like military service and all of that kind of stuff. So it's more like a we'll see you later kind of feeling. And this song kind of felt like that. Like, not that I'm going away from forever, just like it's a see you later kind of thing. So that's how it felt like to me, because the song was so hopeful. In like a lot of times, you know, you feel like it's like a tearful goodbye, and I don't think that's what this is. So I really, really enjoyed this song, especially from the very beginning. The harmony, something that AB6IX does so well is like their ability to like put harmony throughout the song and just make it so seamless is something that I really, really love from them. They do such an amazing job at it. And just the way that it was like kind of coming throughout the entire song was so nice. I really like that pulsating electronic beat in the background too. I think that's one of the reasons that it made me feel like it was kind of hopeful, because it just kept churning. Like it kept going, and it had such like a positive spin to it. So I really enjoyed that. The pre-chorus too is nice because it had like this rhythmic change in it. And actually throughout the entire song, I felt like rhythm was a really big changing factor throughout this entire song, which I loved. In the chorus, we added all the instrumentation with the guitar. And, you know, I just love the idea of our story is endless, right? You know, and that's why I think, you know, having something like a song like this makes me feel so hopeful for the group's future, is because they're basically stating like, regardless of anything, like our story is endless. We're always going to be there kind of thing. And so even as they continue to grow and do their own thing and things like that, I have a feeling eventually they're going to come back together. I think that, you know, being together for, you know, many, many years, there are things that you can do in a group, and then there's things that you can do solo, and there's things you can do, you know, as a duo, or, you know, just doing musicals or things like that. There are things I'm sure that each one of them really wants to do, and so I am looking forward to seeing what that kind of looks like for them. But again, like this song just gave me such a feeling of hope because of the way the lyrics were. I really enjoyed the lyrics. It was just like talking about like being endless, and even though this is kind of like a different ending, like it still has that feeling of going forward, which I really liked. And then in verse 2 we get to it was a little more rhythmic. We had a lot more talking sing like kind of feeling within verse 2. And then I thought it was so interesting because they didn't do a pre-chorus in this after this second verse. They just had like kind of this little pause, a little transition, and then went into the chorus. So also was really interesting. In the bridge then, we had kind of like a pull away of instrumentation, but it did feel like it was growing as well. And I loved in that kind of the transition before the final chorus, I loved hearing that in Woojin's like chest voice. It sounded so good before going forward and continuing. Overall, I really, really thought this was such an amazing song, and I wish nothing but the best for the boys. I hope that they find and they are able to do everything that they want and experience, and I can't wait, and I hope to see them again. So tell me your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.